Hey, what's up everyone? Steven Andrus, managing editor from thelines.com, and I wanted to share in this video some sports betting 101 on what it takes to break even or become profitable based on the prices of certain sports bets when you're going to your local sports book or your sports book app to figure out what you need to do on a consistent basis to become profitable. And all of this is dependent on the price of the individual bets that you're making. So let's take a look at a chart here. And if you're looking at underdogs and let's say plus 200 is the price, then that's a break-even percentage of 33% of the time. So you only need to get 1/3 of plus 200 bets right to break even. And anything higher than that, and you're getting a profit. And you can see how the break-even percentage increases as the price goes down. Now, if we look at the standard prices for sports bets that you usually see, minus 105, minus 110, minus 115, you can see that now we're getting into break-even percentages that are over 50%. So for you to make a profit, you're going to need to be correct more than 50% of the time. And when beginner sports bettors start to get into trouble, a lot of the times it's because they are laying a lot of juice with prices that are even shorter than that standard juice of a minus 110 or sometimes a minus 115. So let's look at these prices, a minus 120 to minus 150. And you can see now we are getting into break-even percentages that are approaching 60%. In fact, at minus 150 odds, you need to be correct 60% of the time on your bets just to break even. And again, all of this is assuming that you are betting the same amount on every single bet. That's a good practice as well. And now we get into even shorter odds with heavy favorites. And I think this may help some of you beginner bettors start to put into context exactly how often you need to be correct and how just getting one of these wrong can really mess up your bankroll. So now we're looking at minus 160 down to minus 180, and we're looking at a break-even percentage between 61.5% and 64.3%. And even further down the list, minus 185 to minus 1,300. We're looking at a 65% break-even point. Minus 200, you need to be right 2/3 of the time just to break even. And then those minus 300 favorites, you need to be right 75% of the time. If you are wrong 1 out of 4 times, all you did was break even. God forbid you lose another one on top of that and you're really down in the hole there. So when you're seeing people out there on social media and maybe some tout services telling you about huge locks, can't miss, gotta bet this heavy favorite, there's no way they lose, in an individual game where the outcome can be variable in a one-game sample size, just understand that a heavy favorite like that, all it takes is one time, and you really need to start getting very high success rates to be able to get those profits in check. So the next thing I want to do here is teach you how to calculate that break-even point with these prices so that you can apply it to your normal sports betting strategy. So let's take minus 110 because that's the standard price of a spread bet out there in the sports world. And, you know, for NFL bets, you usually see a minus 110 as well. So the first step is when it's a negative juice like that, a minus 110, you're going to take 100 and you're going to divide by the odds. So 100 divided by that 110 number. Step 2 is you're going to add the number 1 to that. So 100 divided by the odds is 0.91. You add 1, and you're at 1.91. This would be the total return if you're betting $1 on a minus 110 bet. You would get $1.91 back. The final step is to take 100 and divide it by the result of step 2. So in this case, it's 1.91. You take 100, divide it by 1.91, and you get 52.38%. That is your break-even percentage. That's how we calculated that for negative numbers. Now, for positive numbers, for underdog money lines and prices, slight difference. In step 1, you're going to do the odds divided by 100. So let's take a plus 200 underdog and apply these math steps. So step 1, for this positive number, the odds 200 divided by 100. And then you're going to add 1. So now we're at 3. So if you're betting $1 on plus 200, you're going to get a total back of $3. So now we take 100 divided by the result of step 2, which is 3. So 100 divided by 3 is 33.33. That is your break-even percentage on plus 200. So again, recap the steps. Step 1, 100 divided by the odds if it's a negative price. The odds divided by 100 if it's a positive price. Step 2, add 1. And then step 3, 100 divided by the result of step 2 to get your break-even percentage. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight if you're a beginner bettor to understand prices a little bit more when you're betting on sports and understand what exactly it takes for you to break even or make a profit when you're betting on sports. And also, again, understand that these break-even percentages are based on you betting the same exact amount on every single bet. That break-even percentage will change if you're betting different amounts on different games. So keep that in mind. It's a good disciplined way to help you understand how to break even or make a profit, and how big juices, big prices might not be the way to go if you're just starting out in sports betting. Hopefully the Sports 101 video helped you out. For more information on sports betting and the latest news, you can go to lines.com. Check out our site. Ton of tools on there to help you with your sports betting journey. And hopefully this video helped you out as well. If it did, be sure to subscribe here to our YouTube page. Make sure to like, comment as well. We really appreciate when you guys do that. This free content, that's how it helps us out. So if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful for you, do us a favor. Just subscribe to the page, like and comment. If you have any sports betting questions as well, just in general, comment on this video. We'll be happy to answer them for you. So this is Steven Andrus, the managing editor from thelines.com. Thanks so much for watching.